All right, Trenton Sandler. Never seen his channel before. Never seen anything about him before. But as a runner, I love to. I love this. I love this kind of stuff. Sub 4 mile. That's insane. I don't think I've met a person that ran a sub 4 mile. One of my homies from high school, I think it's like 4:05 or something like that. Fast, but sub 4 is insane. So let's get into this. Dang, 24 minutes, a long video, bro. Sub 4
minutes 9 seconds. As far back as I can find, that is the first official mile I ever ran. I was 13 years old at the time, only doing track to get in shape for soccer, but fast forward 7 years later, and somehow running is all I do.
It looked like he was off
in this
the
sport,
way.
but fast forward 7 years later.
Is he on? He might be on because the angle. He might be on.
And somehow running is all I do. In this sport, it seems like there's this barrier between good and great, set right at 4:00, something only 2,000 people in the world have ever done. I want to be one of them. Now I feel like I've been doubted my whole career, but this season I've begun to prove what I've known all along, that anything is possible. So without further ado, my name is Trenton Sandler.
OSU, go Pokes. OSU Cowboys, let's go, bro. All right, Trenton, I'm sorry, gang. I know LSU Tigers, but let's go Pokes. Let's go Pokes.
That anything is possible. So without further ado, my name is Trenton Sandler, and this is my attempt at breaking 4 minutes.
And they got Auburn up in here. Ooh, War Eagle, stop playing. Ah, my fault. I'm sorry, Trenton. Go LSU. Go. Cheers to LSU.
I got smacked with that 5 o'clock traffic, so it's been about a 2-hour drive to get to Athens or the University of Georgia. I'm about an hour into it right now and I'm hungry. I said I'm just gonna take a break in here.
Let me get to the floor for the eats. He said he's hungry. That's gotta be Chipotle. That's gotta be Chipotle.
I don't have anywhere to be, so
Jersey Mike's.
Enjoy my time. Spend like 30 minutes eating. And I got.
All right. Jersey Mike's rated. I don't really eat Jersey Mike's because if I was gonna get a foot-long sandwich down the gullet, I'm gonna go straight Subway. Classic. Can't go wrong with Subway. And I don't like. I like Jersey Mike's, but at the same time, they abuse them sandwiches. They take them to the back. They take them to the back and have Mike splay it out and have his way with them. And I don't really appreciate it. Like, it's like it's unnecessary and uncalled for. Like, the sandwich didn't deserve that, bro. Like, really, the sandwich didn't deserve to be broken in half like this and filled with all the juice of the world. Like, it's just not necessary. But a sub above, I think that's Jersey Mike's logo thing. I don't know.
A sub, chips, cookie. This is like literally the exact same meal I ate before I set my PR in.
You got no Bev?
This isn't my first attempt at breaking 4 minutes in the mile. It first started as a concept for a video, actually. I publicly announced via Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok that in 58 days, I will be breaking 4 minutes in the mile. Book it. And this day was supposed to be the last chapter of that book. I don't know exactly what I was expecting when I posted that video, but it wasn't for that reception.
We've gone cross-continental.
The one video turned into a series which brought in over 2 million eyes to my running. 2 million people who were now attached to my story.
This dude's at a D1 program, and his pullover is incinerated fried. LSU, what we doing, bro? Let's get some money to track, get them some new gear, because this is unacceptable. But
so it was safe to say that the pressure was on. If I had to pick one single race in my career that taught me the most, this was it.
Not the crowds. Size the school. Fancy uniforms. And remember what got you. To be the best that you can be.
This race started off hard, but I walked in there prepared to leave it all on the track no matter what. Guided by our pacer, we came through the first half of the race in 1 minute and 58 seconds on perfect pace. The next 3 laps were also almost dead on.
Fight, bro.
But in my last 200 meters, I came up short.
Ah, that sucks. 2 seconds too short.
Leaving this race as disheartened as I thought I might have been for missing my goal, I honestly wasn't that upset because it proved a lot.
That was a good run. Not sub 4, but still top 10 LSU all time.
In Boston, I may not have hit the exact goal that I wanted, but it did prove that I could overcome the pressure.
Dude, you were on it. You ran that shit so well, dude.
And it was nearly a 6-second PR in one race, proving that sub 4 might actually be on the table.
We're gonna go find some people to pull down there. My head is pounding. My chest is burning. But number 7 all time in LSU history, so we'll take it. We'll take it.
That's tough.
There are no thoughts. Actually, there are a lot of thoughts going on right now. Yes. Now, hi guys, my name's Trenton Taylor, and we've been caught.
All right, I checked into the hotel. I'm getting breakfast right now, clearly. And I'm a little bit concerned because the heat sheets are not out yet. At least not anywhere that I can find. Like, there are just no heat sheets. Which, I mean, I traveled all the way to Georgia, so I'm hoping that there's a heat for me to run in, I'd assume. The way I found out about this meet was I was on a long run after my first race this year with some Alabama friends, some A&M friends, and whoever else. And one of the Alabama friends, he brought up that there was this race in Georgia where they were pacing a full mile, trying to break 4 like everybody. And I was like, oh, that's sick. I should get involved. And so I reached out to one of the Georgia guys, and he was like, yeah, on May 1st, we're pacing a mile.
He said, that's sick. I would like to indulge. He said, I would like to indulge in that little sub 4 mile. That's insanity, bro. Like, some people's brains, what they...
8:45 at our track, be there. And I was like,
yeah,
all right, cool.
Yeah, they got it.
I'll be there. So I booked flights before I even reached out to the meet director. And then I reached out to the meet director. He let me in. That was good, because if he didn't let me in, I would have been kind of screwed. And I have confirmation that I'm in the race, but I don't know how fast the race is. I don't know what heat I'm in. I better be in heat 1, because I'd assume that's the heat that's trying to break 4. Bama's here, Georgia's here, a couple other big schools. I think Auburn's here, Georgia Tech. And then I'm at the same hotel as East Carolina.
It's kind of chilly out here. I feel like the thing about racing in the evening, you know, like my race tonight is at damn near 9 p.m. and it's the only race of the night. It goes women's mile at 8:30, men's at 8:45. But I feel like the thing about racing in the evening is that you have to look at your day like quarters. You know, like my race is in the 4th quarter of the day. And just because your race is in the 4th quarter of the day doesn't mean that you have to think about it all day. You know, you're not going into the 1st quarter thinking about what's going to happen in the 4th quarter. You're going in the 1st quarter, keeping your head in the game in the 1st quarter. But you're still trying to set yourself up well for the 4th quarter. So like the 1st quarter of my day is going to be, it was some breakfast and some editing, and like keep my mind off of the race tonight, but still keep the race tonight in mind. But I did have a coach phrase it really well one time when he said that the race should be the most important part of your day. And that is true. I would sacrifice everything else in this day to have a good race. But that doesn't mean that I still can't do other stuff today. It just means that I have to cater the other stuff to that 4th quarter, set myself up well for that 4th quarter with my races, you know? It is starting to get mildly concerning that I race in like 10, 11 hours and the heat sheets still aren't out. I'm trying to remember, the last time that I raced anyone from Georgia, well, first it would have been Cross. You know, we really underrated the Georgia guys. we really underrated the Georgia guys at cross. And then the last time would have been at
these cuts are actually like so funny. They're actually hilarious. I like it because he says the name and then just boom, boom, boom. It's actually pretty tough. I like it. Trenton, keep that editing style. I mess with the heavy.
Three, 2, 1, go.
We just got to the facility. We have I got like 20 minutes until I warm up. They won't let my videographer in. It's locked down here. It's craziest. I guess the best run track we've ever been to is a good way to put it, but they're not letting anything through. So, gonna do the best I can. Again, just the top two qualify automatically for the next 4 fastest times. So, gonna race tactically. Time doesn't matter. Just get out there and try to win it. Belong here. A lot of the guys ran faster than the DMR last night, so hopefully they're tired. Let's get it.
That's good.
All right. I'll see you out here at 3:30.
Later.
Appreciate it. I told you that this year was a breakout year. Well, that means that this was my first experience in a championship race. The Southeastern Conference is the most competitive conference in college sports, and I went into this race with the 20th fastest time this season. The way it works is like this. 2 people from each heat qualify automatically, and then the next 4 fastest times also move on to the final. That was my goal.
Welcome everybody to day 2 of the 2026 SEC Indoor Track and Field Championships. It is, for the most part, prelims day, which means you compete like crazy, get into the final, and if you advance, you got a chance to score. Now, given that, you'd think, well, this is one of those things where you got to handle your business or there's no tomorrow. Well, that's not quite true, because there is a tomorrow. You just don't get to be a part of it. And in that case, it's no fun to sit in the stands and watch while you eat your box lunch.
He really, wait. Why'd he really start frying people, bro? Like, actually, why'd he start frying everyone who didn't make it to the finals? Like, dang, bro. Like, we understand. I would be mad because I didn't make it to the finals, but start just frying us, gang. He's like, you can sit in the stands, eat your box lunch. Like, come on, bro. That's just salt on the wound. Like, I get the, like, I know what he's saying, though. That's real. I know what he's saying, though. As an athlete, I know what he's saying, though. It's true.
First, we'll go to the men's mile. 3 heats of that. Same configuration, top 2 finishers in each one of these heats will automatically qualify through to tomorrow's final. Then the 4 fastest times that were not automatic qualifiers throughout the 3 heats. So just like the women, the bulk of the field is on the inside grouping, and then 3 on the outside.
So this dude, he said that he had the top 20 fastest time of that season. And they're only taking 10 people into the finals. So that means he has to clear another 10 people to get into the final. That's insane. It means he got to run fast, like his life depends on it. For sure.
.425, and now they're ready to go. Yeah.
So you
a lot of movement.
You spoke too soon.
Yeah.
So you.
I thought this dude right here, Arkansas. Is that Arkansas?
Yeah.
OU. I thought he was gonna.
So you thought.
A lot of movement.
You spoke too soon.
Yeah.
What the heck? Got some noise going on. And my headphones just disconnected too. Come on, Sony. If you can't rate bread, you fake.
Just a warning.
Dwight, I don't know about you, but I still saw quite a bit of movement there right before the gun. So it seems like might be a little jittery going into this mile.
That has a lot to do with how you start and where you want to be that first 150 meters.
Coming around the first lap, I found myself tucked in the back, no room to move. And then we slowed down and grouped up more. Now this is the part I regret every time I watch this race. Coming around 600 meters, I swing wide, ready to pass, get myself in a better position, and then I just don't. I tuck back into the back where I'm comfortable.
Really focused. He told Nelson, you got to be focused on execution over emotion.
I really was not prepared for the amount of contact and tactics in this race.
Just in lane 3, certainly in lane 2, in order to have some room to run.
And you don't get a lot of separation. Everyone is trying to be incredibly tactical and focus on where they need to be.
And then with just less than 500 meters to go, the kick started to happen and the pack started to separate.
The other thing you have to do is make the move decisively because those straightaways are so short indoors. You can't waste time on the outside. You've got to get around and get up to the front.
But by the time it started to string out like this, I was in no position to make a move. And all I could do was just hold on for dear life.
There's the bell, and it's a mad dash for those top 2 spots.
(1,609 meters of pushing, shoving, scraping, weaving, bobbing, ducking, whatever that was. Which resulted in me being about 5 or 6 seconds off of a qualifier. Ultimately, it's no one's fault but mine. It's my job to get to the front, and it's everyone else's job to stop me from getting there. And I just couldn't get there. Alright, it's like 5:15 right now. I just ate a bagel. I'm going to take a Nomio shot in like 30 minutes, and then after that will be beach shot. I'm going to take a Nomio shot in like 30 minutes, and then...
A what?
15 right now. I just ate a bagel. I'm going to take a Nomio shot in like 30 minutes, and then after that will be beach shot.
What is a Nomio shot? Nomio shot. Acceleration, recovery, broccoli sprout extract, lactic acid buildup, minimize. What? They just making up anything nowadays, bro. They just giving money out for random stuff.
Bicarb, caffeine, maybe not in that order. I'll just put, this is my schedule.
His gut is incinerated. Okay, so boom. Race day. 9 a.m. wake up. 9:30 breakfast. 10 walk to Starbucks. I don't know what SF means. Skim latte plus edit. Okay. Chilla hotel. Shakeout. Walk to Chipotle. Chicken rice pico bowl. Woo! They'll come eats. 2 p.m. Shower and chill. 5 p.m. if hungry. Bagel and Nutella. 5:30 relentless mindfulness practice. 5:45 Nomio. 6 leave for track explore area. 6:45 beat shot sip caffeine. 7 sip start bicarb. 7:45 start warm up. His stomach's gonna be incinerated.
It's at like the morning of the race, just so that whenever I get to a moment that I'm like, what do I do next? What do I do next? I feel like I always have this thing to fall back on, because sometimes the pressure can just, I don't know, make you think differently. I put a lot of pressure on myself. I've always had this problem where I kind of operate under the belief that like the more pressure, the better, because the more pressure, the more adrenaline, the better. But you can only have so much pressure where you don't topple over. You know, you can't overflow on pressure, because then you'll break. And I used to think that
that's true. Like
as you get better, the nerves and stuff just go away, but that is not true. The nerves, they never go away, but you can learn to manage them. So I built this app. Actually, hold on. Okay. we can demonstrate with these. So, this is Relentless. This is what I've been working on the last couple of months, and it's meant to like get you out of your own head. These are guided by a professional sports psychologist. I came across this framework from a conversation with Dr. Kelly Imey. She's like a lieutenant colonel doctor. She's got all the accolades. But she taught me about this framework called like mindfulness, acceptance, commitment. And that's like how you can manage this pressure and these nerves that you put on yourself. This is the beta version of the app. It should be out by the time this video's out. It might not be. I don't really know. Okay, I'm just talking myself in circles here. I'm gonna Fair enough. I felt like I got really lucky on this day. Because after a miserable day of travel and a tough week of training, miraculously on race day, my knee didn't hurt. And I met a friend. I had been prepared to be this nonchalant athlete that doesn't talk to anyone at this race, but luckily, someone got me through it. This is Ethan. He goes to Georgia Tech, and honestly, he got me through the entire warm-up, cool-down, everything. So big shouts out to him. Although my heat was packed to the brim with talent, I just took it one step at a time, one warm-up at a time, just like I would any other day, and I felt ready. As the minutes counted down, I somehow felt better and better. Then the women took the track, meaning there were only 15 minutes until it was my turn.
It must be like really hard running unattached. Like, you just show up to a track meet and there's just a bunch of college students with teams and support and all that stuff, and then you're just there trying to just run your race and get some times or whatever. It must be a very like interesting thing to do.
I always go back to this man in the arena quote, you know. Everyone wants to be the man in the arena until they're the ones down there. But once you commit to it, even the worst days in the arena are better than the best days in the stands.
Alabama people.
All right, here we go. You got the hands ready to track. Again, they're going to be done. And then they all what they're going to do is they're going to make their 4 laps.
I'm ready. Let's go, Trenton.
Alright. The cameraman just break his rules and he just say something. He just
4 laps.
Am I tripping?
I'm ready. Let's go, Trenton.
Yeah, the cameraman broke the rules. That's okay. This is valid. This is valid.
On your marks.
The race started off hot, with everyone fighting for the initial lead, so much so that the pacer himself couldn't even get out front. He had to tell everyone, slow down, slow down. We were excited. Shit.
Get close to that 4-minute mark.
Getting into the second lap, I once again was not in the best position. Somewhere at the tail end of the line, tucked in between a couple of Bama guys. We came through 809 meters just a bit slow, around 202 and a half, meaning I would need to drop a massive 157 close to break 4.
There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Yeah, this way you gotta go.
There is no tomorrow.
Yeah, why am I getting hype? No, why am I getting hype? Is he fading?
Why do we force? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
There's Matthias Reynaldi. He is hit sub-4. He's got the 3:59.28. We'll wait to see in a second. That'll be Ryan Overy. Second.
Did he get it? Ah. Dang.
Keep your head up. Bro, that hurt way more than it should have. Sam, what was it? Good job. How was it? Not the best. You were. I mean, yeah, I just let 5 people pass the last 100. Yeah, me too. They passed me and then they passed you. Hey, good job, though.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what just happened. I have no words. I have no explanation for why I just ran 4:04. I ran 3 seconds faster than that in February. And I'm so much fitter right now. I went into this, my knee was feeling great. I ate well. I felt like I was in a great place mentally, and it wasn't there on the day. And I genuinely don't know what to do. It's tough at this point running unattached because you've got no one to fall back on, but it all kind of just feels like a waste. It feels like I wasted my time. It feels like I wasted my money. It feels like I just wasted my reputation. Failed again. Worse this time. Significantly worse this time. And it's just damn, dude. Where do I go from here? Yeah. I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. I did a lot of talking on the phone the night after the race. I had a lot on my mind. I felt like I had wasted a perfect opportunity, you know? There was almost no wind, a fast, well-paced heat, and a cool environment, which is really hard to come by. I also felt kind of embarrassed that I put myself out there like that, staked my reputation, spent a lot of money and time in the process just to fail, worse than I had the first time. But I also remembered that without putting myself out there to an audience, I wouldn't even have these opportunities in the first place. And that, in the grand scheme of things, a 4:04 mile is still mind-boggling to most people, and I ran that on my bad day. You know, I think 50 Cent puts it best when he says, joy wouldn't feel so good if it weren't for pain. Because yeah, he's right. This is the worst I've felt after a race in a long time. If you can't tell, I beat myself up over it a lot. But because I went through that, the next time that I take a crack at a mile and I finally do get under that 4-minute barrier, it's just gonna feel so much sweeter. Subscribe to follow along on my journey, and I'll see you in the next one.
Trenton W video, bro. Like, that was actually an amazing video. Super inspiring. Like, yeah. Great video, Trent. I'm clapping up. That was a great video.